Welcome, Pelvic Pros, to day 1 of a 7-day body scan challenge. Congratulations for making this commitment to yourself, despite your busy schedule as a new mom or a seasoned mom. We are thrilled that you're here. Now, a body scan is a tool to bring awareness to the muscles and joints in the body and to reconnect the mind and body without any judgment. Try to keep distractions to a minimum. Turn your phone to silent. Go into a quiet space, free of any tiny humans. And now let's begin. First, getting into a comfortable position, either lying comfortably on your back or sitting down with your feet touching the ground. Feel free to add a pillow under the knees if that's more comfortable for your hips, your low back, as you're lying on your back. And now allow your eyes to close or soften your gaze. Focusing first on our breath. In for 1, 2, 3. Out 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In 2, 3. Out 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If you're noticing your mind wanders, that's okay. Just gently bring your focus to your breath. 1, 2, 3. Out 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's bring our attention to our left foot. You're just going to wiggle the toes, the big toe, the baby toe, and now let it rest. Bringing awareness now to that left ankle. Maybe you want to dorsiflex and plantar flex, which is just moving the ankles. Try to take a deep breath towards the left foot, left ankle. And as you breathe out, think of that breath traveling up. Now let's bring our attention to our left knee. Notice if you're holding any tension there, and try to soften the knee further. Deep breath in, 2, 3, out, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And now focusing on the left hip. Which direction is it turned towards? Are your knees facing outward or inward? See if you can find more comfort in where the hips are placed in space. Try to wiggle around until they feel comfortable and let them feel heavy, feel like they're melting into the floor or the bed, wherever you are. And now let's draw our attention to the right side. Wiggle the right toes and let them fall where they may. See if you're holding any tension into that right arch of the foot. And let go of that tension if there is any. Moving up to the ankles, breathe into them. Breathe out. And now focusing upwards towards the right knee and the right hip. Again, noticing if there's any unnecessary tension, and try to let that go. See if there's more comfort in turning those knees and hips outward so that they're facing either corners of the room, either walls. The arches of the foot pointed towards the ceiling. And let both legs go. Deep breath, breathing into both of the lower extremities. Breath out, breathing upwards and outwards. Now let's talk about the pelvic floor. What I'd like you to envision is a hammock that spans from the pubic bone, that bony ridge on the front of your pelvis, and that hammock ending at around your tailbone. The pelvic floor is a muscle that begins at the pubic bone and wraps around to attach at the tailbone. As we breathe in and out and utilize a deep belly breath in our breathing, what happens is the pelvic floor moves in sync with our diaphragm. The lungs fill with air, breath in, diaphragm goes down. Pelvic floor does so in parallel as well, and it goes down as a result of the pressure in the abdomen. So let's take a deep breath, envisioning the pelvic floor going downwards towards the feet. Breath out, pelvic floor recoils. Keep this visual with you as if someone heavy was sitting on this hammock on your breath in and getting up and leaving on your breath out. Let's take 3 more deep breaths here. Are you noticing any stored tension in the pelvic floor? Last deep breath here. Did you notice that pelvic floor graze the cotton or the fabric of your underwear? Did you notice any expansion if you were wearing leggings at the perineum and that hammock motion happening? Now let's draw our attention to the abdomen and our low back, glutes. Were your glutes clenched? Was there any tension in the low back and the lower abdomen? And if there was, try to let everything below the navel, let it go. Notice how the abdomen rises and falls cyclically in response to your breath. Notice even the sides of the abdomen expand. And now bring your attention to your chest. Maybe it's also rising and falling. And you feel a bit of friction on the shirt that you're wearing today. Moving up towards the shoulders. See if you can inch your shoulders a little bit downwards. Inch your shoulder blades together so that they're a little bit closer to one another. And slowly let go again of the shoulders, the mid-back, the chest, and find comfort in this new position. Moving your attention to the neck. Notice the cool air traveling down towards your neck and the hot air escaping as you breathe out. Cold air in, warm air out. And now let's focus on our jaw, the muscles we use to chew food. See if there's any tension held there. Are your teeth touching? Can you create a space in between the top teeth and the bottom teeth? A space between the lips. And now let go of the tongue. Notice what position it's in. Is it resting on your bottom set of teeth? Is it just grazing the top of the roof of the mouth? And just acknowledge where it is without any judgment. Try to create space in between the two eyebrows, the frowning muscles. Let that go. Any other muscles of facial expression, let them rest. And now let's redirect our attention back to breath. Cool air in the nostrils, down the throat, warm air out. When you are ready, slowly wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, and gently open your eyes. Come back to your current surroundings. Congratulations, Pelvic Pros. You've just completed your first body scan. We hope you enjoyed this. And if you did, please follow our channel, Body Scan with Jane, on YouTube. There will be one brand new body scan added weekly. And if you're not yet following us on Pelvic Pro on Instagram, or pelvicpro.fr for Pelvic Pro in French, then you're more than welcome to join the family if you're interested in learning a bit more about your pelvic floor function and pelvic health in general. We are so excited you are joining us in this 7-day scan. We will see you tomorrow for day 2.